This title speaks volumes. Listen about what I'm about to say. Listen to what I'm about to say is what I should say. Because this is the truth. Women absolutely love it when you play the game. But should you? And what's in it for you? What is this going to do for you? And what is this going to do for her? You have to weigh out your pros and cons when you're dealing with any type of woman. And I'm going to tell you guys something right now. There is not many women out there today that is actually even worth dealing with. Like, I'm being serious. And you guys know it's the truth. And we're not saying this to be any rude type of pricks or anything like this. Like, it's actually the truth. Like, you gotta weigh your pros and cons, bro. If you see a girl that has a lot of potential, let's say, for example, you might see this as something, you know what? It's worth seeing. It's worth checking out. It's worth a shot. And even I say those types of scenarios are worth a shot because if you don't give it a shot, you'll never know. You'll never know. But as soon as you get the vibe that this is no longer worth it, you got to cut that situation cold clean off. And like, you're going to know. You're going to know when that exact same situation is no longer worth it. There's going to be many red flags. There's going to be many things that come across you and certain things that was said, certain behaviors, and it's like, okay, this ain't just test. This is manipulation. This is not real. This is bullshit. But guys, women love it when you play the game. They love it. Women love games. Like us guys, we like taking shit for real. What we put our time into, we want real shit as a result. When we put time into work, we want to get paid. When we put time into business, we want to get paid. When we put time into friends, and friends put time into us, we want to have a good time. It's not just we're hanging out with just anybody. It's got to be beneficial. When we put time into women, there's got to be a benefit. Like, men want a ROI, a return on investment. If we're going to invest time and energy into something, there has to be an ROI. And guess what? Guess what? If you put a lot of time and energy today into women, they don't even, like, it's like nothing. They get so much of everyone's time. All of a sudden, nobody's special. Even top guys are no longer special to her because that is how much she gets. It is ridiculous. There's just shit all over the place. Making her feel a certain way, making her feel things. You think you're goofy ass, I don't care even if you're a high value, whatever you are. You think you alone is going to come around and take her away from all that shit. You think she's just going to like drop all the excitement that is coming her way just for you. In her world, in her mind, it is not worth it. To us, it makes no sense. Because the way we think, this girl's stupid. She does not realize what's actually in front of her right now and what I or you or any of us could actually do for her. That is how we think. That is not how they think. All they think is about themselves. At least when we think in certain terms. We think what we could do for a woman. Like, yes, she's going to come into our lives and be a benefit, of course. But we don't look at it just like that. We're not looking at things like, oh, she's just going to come over. We're going to tap that every night. And, oh, yeah, it's going to be great. This is what's in it for us. We actually want the right woman and actually invest into her as long as she's the right woman. All women think about is themselves and how they feel. That is it. That is literally it. And if she's going to give that booty up and let you clap that booty so she can get more from you, she's going to do it. So, women love it when you play the game, but there's something about a woman that they absolutely hate is when you take things seriously, when you take things for real. You want to do things the right way. There's something about that they actually hate, but that's what we want to do. Because when you do play the game, sometimes it can actually be a little bit fun, I'm not going to lie. It can be. But it's still a waste of time. Video games can be fun, but it's still a waste of time. It's the exact same thing. So how much time are you going to waste? It's like, people don't understand, bruh. These even young girls, they don't understand that their time is very limited, and the attention they get and the things that's coming their way, it's not going to be that way forever. Like, it's not going to be that way forever. That's why the way we think, it's different than the way they think. Because we see it as she has no idea what's in front of her. This thing that's in front of her with massive value is not going to be there forever. The train is on the train tracks. The hops and bus passed, baby, and you missed it. The bus was coming. You should have jumped on the bus. You didn't. Now they're chasing the bus that you're driving. And you're just chugging along, and they're chasing. Oh my God, come back, come back. The bus is going way too quick. You should have jumped on then. But they didn't see it as big enough of a benefit for them at the time. Because what they would have had to do at that time was give up shit they didn't want to give up. You guys have to understand that women thrive off of their feelings. Women thrive after things that's going to make them feel like the best inside. So if that's validation from 100 different dudes per day, then so be it. That's what she's going to do. And if she could do that forever, she would. The thing is, it ain't going to happen forever because 100 guys ain't even going to want to look her way down the line. That is the cold hard facts. Like, do you guys think I'm just sitting here telling you lies? You guys think this ain't the truth? Because this is the truth. This is how this shit goes. Like I said, the way we think, the way they think, it's completely fucking different. They don't make sense to us. We don't make sense to them. That's why there's this scramble going on today, because we don't want to relinquish and give too much and get no ROI. And they don't want to do what's right to meet us in the middle, because they have to give up so much of what they're taking in. They're just focused on attention today, guys. That's what they're focused on. I made a video about this pretty recently. Women crave attention over relationships. Women crave unstable situations and attention and all these feelings coming their way. And this guy can make her feel this way. This guy can make her feel that way. Instead of something stable. Instead of something that's like good for her long term. Those are the things they're chasing. So when you don't play the game, you're out. They love it when you play the game. They hate it when you don't. Because they don't want to take things serious the way you want to take things serious. To you, that would be a benefit. And it would benefit them, but not enough, it seems like. Right now. Later on it's gonna, but right now it's not. Women do what they want to do. And we're not going to sit here and be like, stop it. Don't do that. You can do what you want. You can actually do what you want, and you're going to do what you want. But I'm sitting here telling you, you can do what you want. But don't come looking for me later on, because I am going to be looking for something else. And so ain't a lot of y'all. Let's go, boys. Let's go. They want to make it difficult now? We're going to make it difficult later. The whole world's going to flip. And they're going to flip shit. We can at least handle it and carry on with ourselves. They literally cannot handle what's going to happen later on. I already see all the women online, bro. I'm so afraid. I can't find love. I'm never gonna find love. No one ever's gonna love me. You literally don't see guys doing that. Like, you don't see it. We carry the on. Some things that we have to face as young men are unfortunate. We have to go through unfortunate shit. But guess what? Guess what? The tables turn. And at that exact moment, I just can't seem to feel any sympathy for you. You left me out in the cold. Now I'm warm. And you're freezing and you want to come snuggle with me. No, sir. Get those cold hands and feet off of me. No. But they don't like that. That's too fucking bad. This is how she goes, guys. The whole shit flips. They just don't like that part. Guess what? We didn't like that part either. When we thought in our minds, they're making a huge mistake. This is stupid. We could be living such a great life. We could be growing together. We could be making money together. We could be getting down together. You're an idiot. That's how we thought about them. Because we knew what was coming. They just didn't care enough to listen. Because they wanted what they wanted right then and there. Let me tell you guys something. I had Miss X come back. Only 3 years after shit just dissolved. I was 23. Most guys don't even get that opportunity. I was still young. She was still younger than me. I still didn't want her back. And that was still young. That is my standard, you guys. That is my standard. You should have thought. No guy wants an embarrassing female, bruh. You're just gonna get smashed and tossed to the side. Like a little tossed salad with a few tomatoes in it. A few little round tomatoes. Because that is what you're good for. And that might sound harsh. That might sound, oh my God, this guy is such an asshole. I don't care. You did this, not me. You. You did this, not me. You happy now? You happy? Because you did this shit, not me. I try to tell you. Didn't want to listen. And this goes for all the females. Some of you might be Some of you might be watching this video right now shedding a tear, and I just can't seem to really give a fuck. Because you did this to you. You did this to yourself. Da 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 da. You. That's who. And ain't no man of value want an embarrassing female, bruh. Do you want an embarrassing female by your side? You walk in the grocery store with her and people smirking at you and laughing because they smashed your woman and you're walking around there now holding her hand? Huh? No guy wants an embarrassing female, bruh. Because that's an embarrassment. Once we know that you're that type of girl, the only thing you're going to get for us is the exact same type of treatment, if anything. If anything. Like literally, if anything. That is the same shit that's going to happen, and it's going to continue to happen to you because that is who you, motherfucking you, built yourself into be as a woman. That is who you built yourself to be. I didn't do this to you. You made this choice. It's not your fault that all these guys smashed you. It's not your fault, is it? Oh yeah, I'm sure they RAPED'd you. I'm sure of it. Fucking sure of it. Kidding. I'm sure you wanted it probably more than they did. But that was your choice. And your actions caused it. Because you hold the key to that shit. You do. If S3X happens, it's on the woman. Because y'all ladies know how guys are. If you're even half good looking and you're just around, shit's gonna hit the fan. Some red panties is gonna hit the fan and twirl around and hit the wall. Shit's gonna hit the fan. It's on you if shit hits the fan. It's on you. You say yes, you say no. You want it or you don't. It's on you. So who caused this? Who became this? Who did this? Who did this? Who did this? You. And it's just like a ripple effect. Once that's the woman who you chose to be and who you're becoming, that shit is only gonna keep. That's the only shit that's gonna keep happening to you in your life. It'll never change. And if somebody takes you serious, they'll be the biggest silly willy hillbilly that's ever been seen on the face of planet Earth. They'll be a fucking hillbilly at the back arse of nowhere. Like someone severely below your value level. But you're probably pretty close to that person at this point from the shit you done. I'm just trying to wake people up. I'm trying to be half comedic about this. I'm just trying to wake people up to make even women realize their own actions has very, very large consequences. Like if you actually think you're gonna sleep around and then end up being some princess trophy wife, you gotta be out of your mind. If you don't think guys know, you gotta be out of your mind. Your own actions and behaviors are going to show it. Once a 304, always a 304. Always. And always will be. And your actions is going to show him. Any man of value you're going to deal with is going to know. The only men that won't know are valueless men. And you don't even want them. That is why it's going to just keep happening in your life like a ripple effect. And you will shed tears wondering why. No man that's worth a damn will commit to you and oh my God, he just used me again. I'm so heartbroken, discouraged, and this and that. It's on you. It's on you. Women can't be accountable though. We can't tell them right from wrong. They don't even want to hear it. It's like what I do is what I do, and what you do has an effect on the universe. Like you need to open your eyes and understand this. Like please. Like please. Understand this. And the men of value are going to go after better women who took better care of themselves, who took themselves more seriously, who's not going to be an embarrassment to walk around the mall with holding her precious little paw. With your big old bare hands. You're gonna hold her hand. And you're not embarrassed of it. You're proud of it. That's my chick. It's my girl. But the others? You ain't gonna be seen with her anywheres. Nowhere. Because it's an embarrassment. Don't hate me. Don't hate me for making this video. Don't hate me for saying the things I've said. I'm trying to save lives over here. As harsh as this may sound, as much as a prick I might seem like, this is reality. It's reality. And there's many of these modern women today, bro, who are young right now, who are ruining themselves currently as we speak. And that's sad. Because they're going to end up the exact same way. Once those actions start, it's like they don't stop. It's this ripple effect that just keeps on going. Like there's no stopping the storm. And when you try to stop it and you try to do things right, it all backfires in your face. You try to take some great man seriously, he plays you like a fiddle, quite possibly. He smashes those cheeks, and he's gone. And that's when you start to clue in and realize, oh my God, I can't get a man of value to take me seriously. I can't get a man of value to commit to me. And it's because of your past. If you go through something, bro, there's some women that took one L and they just stormed off being the best HOE they could possibly be. You think that's going to solve your freaking problem? You want to go around and start sleeping with every man in sight thinking that you're valuable now because you can get all these men and sleep with all these men? All these men have slept with you. All these men have bent you over and folded you like a lawn chair. Smacked you silly around. You think that is going to make you more valuable? You think that makes you hot? Who told you this? I'm very sorry for whoever told you this was good advice. I am so sorry. Terrible advice. And I know what some of you women are thinking right now. I hope this motherfucker chokes on that fucking drink. But I don't care. It's just the truth. I'm literally trying to save y'all. But y'all ain't gonna take it that way. You're just gonna look at me as some asshole. Some of you. And some of you like, you know what, he's right. Which that's good, because you're taking some accountability. That's good for you. It's the best medicine. It's like Buckley's. Tastes awful, but it works great. That's accountability for you. Us men live in accountability. That's why we continuously get better and thrive. And the smart women on earth, which are very few nowadays, conserve themselves, make the right moves, stay away from the wrong shit, and they become a trophy wife. So if you're a former HOE, I want you right now to go and give me 100 laps around your house. Get rid of every toy in sight. Turn your cell phone off for a month. Get a gym membership. Specifically a girls' gym, because if you see some Chad in there, you might relapse. Focus on yourself. Give yourself the best shot. Give yourself the best opportunity. And just be the woman you're supposed to be. Just for once in your life. Just try. But it's too hard, isn't it? It's too much. That's a mistake. Any woman that takes the easy way out never wins. Any guy that takes the easy way out never wins. You have to stay in the face of reality and make the necessary moves, because the people that make the necessary moves and do the tough things and make the tough decisions, bruh, I've turned down exes. I've turned down very attractive women that I was on the verge of dating because I've seen some red flags. I've seen some things that I'm like, you know what? I literally can deserve better. I was dating this like fairly, like she was hot, bruh, in 2017. And like this wasn't like a relationship, but like we were on the verge of dating, and a few of my friends around was like, bro, you could do better. And like that was actually quite surprising for me to hear them say, because a lot of guys won't act, like a lot of so-called friends will never give you the right advice, but, and I knew that too, like internally, and I wasn't like actually planning on being in a relationship with this girl, but like we were on the verge of maybe something if she could have lived up to it. But these guys were like, bro, you could literally do better. And she was attractive, bro. Like she was attractive. But even then, like, you still deserve better. You have to have a high standard, folks. Like, if you hold yourself as a man to the highest of standards, you deserve literally the best women on earth. Like, literally. The best quality, the most preserved, the cutest, the most likable women on earth. Like, that is your standard, because you hold yourself to that standard. And back to this for 2 seconds before I end this video. Like we were saying, guys, that was a whole ass spiel I just went on. But women love it when you play the game. But is it worth it? Is it worth it? You gotta weigh your pros and cons. Sometimes it's worth looking into. Sometimes it's worth seeing what could happen, might happen, because you don't know for sure. It could be a good one, it might not be. And when you know for sure, that's when you go further or step back and say this. Not worth it. Not my type. She's gonna ruin herself, and I'm gonna get better. And she's gonna be running her ass after the train that has taken off, because the train is in the train tracks. The bus is taken off. You know how many women are sprinting after your bus, bruh? A whole load.